Meridians, what are they? So, again, they're pathways that run through the body. You can think of meridians as our circulatory system, our lymphatic system, and meridians is just another pathway system for Chinese medicine where the acupuncture points fall along and we can activate some great functioning for that, depending on what we're treating. So, several thousand years ago, Chinese physicians discovered that qi, the vital force of life, circulates throughout the body. Meridians form a network that transports and directs qi to every part of the body. So, from head to toe, we've got the meridians moving through our body and the qi moving. There's 12 principal meridians, which are commonly treated. The 12 principal meridians distribute energy, nutrients, blood across the body, like the circulatory system, and those run along the arms and the legs. We've got yin meridians, which are lung, heart, and pericardium, which are along the arm areas. And then we've got the yin meridians on the legs, which are the spleen, kidney, and liver. The yang meridians on the arms are large intestine, small intestine, triple warmer, also known as sanjiao. And then along the legs, we've got the stomach, the urinary bladder channels, and the gallbladder channels. Urinary bladder, just a little side note, and the gallbladder are very common ones that we treat because these run all down, like if you have sciatica, leg pain, buttock pain, low back pain, upper back pain, up to the head, headaches, etc. So those are some really great pathways to utilize in treatments. And then we've got our 8 extraordinary meridians, which are considered storage vessels or reservoirs of energy. They're not associated directly with the internal organs like the 12 principal meridians we just went over. We've got the Renmai, the Dumai, which are those are the ones I use most commonly, which are the 2 central meridian pathways. They run down the center of the body. And then we've got the other Changmai, Daimai, which wrap around us, around the pelvic region, Yin Wei Mai, Yang Wei Mai, Yin Chao Mai, and Yang Chao Mai. So just know there's many different meridian pathways we can utilize, and there's hundreds of acupuncture points we can use in a treatment. So this gives you not really the particular meridians, but it gives you an idea of how they run through the body per se. A history of acupuncture. Acupuncture is a form of alternative medicine and a branch of ancient Chinese medicine. The first medical account is found in the Yellow Emperor's Classic of Internal Medicine from the Han Dynasty, 2006 before Christ. Now, an interesting note for President Nixon took a trip to China way back in the day, 1972. He actually was introduced to acupuncture and had an acupuncture treatment. And he was so impressed by the results of his acupuncture experience, he came back and he was sharing it in the United States. And so that helped to gain popularity here in the United States for acupuncture usage. In 1996, the FDA declares the acupuncture needle to be a medical device. So way back in the day, that we used to have, not in my day, thankfully, but they used to have to sterilize all the needles between usage. Now we don't have to do that, thankfully. So we use them one time, they're sterilized and disposable. So that's a lot less work. How does acupuncture work? Acupuncture influences the qi in the meridian network to help restore balance to the organ systems and help the body to restore good health, the homeostasis I was talking about. Increases circulation and moves the stagnant energy, just like I was speaking about with pain, as an example. It also, something a lot of people don't know, is it actually releases chemicals in the body. That's why it really stands out on its own from massage and other various, modalities of integrative medicine. It releases endorphins. You don't have to go running to get the runner's high. You can lay on the table, get acupuncture, and get the runner's high. It's pretty cool. And then it also releases neurotransmitters. This is a big one because, I treat a lot of mental health. So it's going to help to release serotonin and really help boost those mood boosters that we need when we're feeling down and blue and we need our emotional support. It also releases other chemicals such as cytokines, other chemicals that reduce the inflammation in the body, which is key with pain. So I get a lot of times patients asking, well, I have arthritis. Does that help? I'm like, absolutely. Wherever you have arthritis, it will help because that's inflammation in the body. And that's exactly what acupuncture does. So it also interrupts the transmission of pain, excuse me, and reduces pain. So this is, I love this image. This is actually one of my hobbies now, not out in the ocean. I haven't gotten that far, but I do rock stacking, and it's just another way of looking at balancing the body, mind, and spirit. And I actually go out on my trails, and I actually started stacking pine cones, believe it or not. So if you see these pine cone stackings, that's Dr. Michelle. But rocks is my thing. I'm a rock star. I'm painting rocks. I'm giving rocks out along my path so people find them with little messages. And I just thought that was the perfect image for creating balance in our lives, which is what we do here at the Cushman Wellness Center. So, what conditions are treatable by acupuncture? According to the World Health Organization, acupuncture has been clinically proven to be effective in the treatment of many different disorders and diseases. Now, just a little note on that. You don't even have to have anything wrong with you or a condition. Again, we're going back to preventative health and maintaining you so we prevent illness and disease. So keep that in mind. You don't have to wait till we get to the list of conditions I'm going to go through. But just to keep where the title comes from, keeping your tank filled, right? And preventing disease. So I'm all about it. I myself get acupuncture every other week. And the weeks that I'm not getting my acupuncture, I'm getting 2 to 3 hours of massage work. And then I do quarterly chiropractic. So that's my treatment plan. You don't have to be doing that much. I'm actually working towards a 4-hour massage, believe it or not. 2 hours on each side. I cannot wait. It's just a matter of scheduling out the time, making the time. So what can acupuncture treat? Arthritis, which I just went over, joint pain, rheumatism, inflammation conditions, blood pressure, low or high. It can help to regulate our blood pressure, helps circulation, constipation, diarrhea, colitis. We're getting deep now. Spastic colon, IBS. Again, mental health is a major one, and we're actually in the process of launching the Mesa Vista Hospital program for the inpatients to get treated and supported for addiction, grief, emotional health, depression, anxiety, which are big ones now. So also trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, worry, any type of addictions. I actually threw in digital because that's a big one these days. We really have to create boundaries in our life. So it also starts with our own self-care and creating boundaries. And then you can come here and get treated, and we can also help boost that along. So many great things for mental health. I'm a huge mental health advocate. And this is actually, I'm glad to be doing it this month because this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, and I even wore green, the color for mental health. Chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia are some more things that acupuncture can treat, and Chinese medicine. Stomach problems such as gastric reflux. I have a great testimonial on one of my patients, very young gal, and she had a lot of acid reflux. She could not believe that we could treat acid reflux, and she stayed committed to the treatment plan, coming in weekly, and we got rid of it for good. She was amazed. She was amazed. And ulcers. Again, we're decreasing inflammation and heat in the body for that. And then headaches of any kind, insomnia, and then all types of pain. I seem to attract a lot of foot pain, Achilles tendon, ankles, neck, shoulders, arms, hips, back, knee. It's endless. You'll always be in business as an acupuncturist if you're treating pain and mental health. So is acupuncture safe? Yes, I went over this earlier. Sterile. They're sterilized, disposable, single-use needles, and they're all FDA approved. You do not want to be reusing your needles. We're practiced as acupuncturists in clean needle technique. So we have that under our belts as well, at least in this country. So is it painful? No, it shouldn't be painful. I can't say there's never any pain because sometimes it depends on how the practitioner practices. But I have to say for myself, I'm very light at my needling. You don't have to go deep for needling to affect and create a change within the pathway or the point to create the treatment function. So no, there's little or no pain or discomfort. The needles are hair fine, flexible, and no bigger than a human hair. So if you are having pain during an acupuncture session, I always tell my patients from the get-go, everything I do, I want you to be comfortable. If something hurts, I'm going to reposition the needle or just pull it out altogether because sometimes they're feeling a little trauma and they don't want the needle back there. So always good to be in communication with your patients and make sure that they're comfortable because that's where healing takes place. If they're uncomfortable throughout the whole treatment, they're not going to have an effective treatment process. So what are the main objectives of an acupuncture treatment? Excuse me a moment. Helps to relieve pain and inflammation, as we stated earlier, strengthens the immune system, which is huge now for the era that we're in, and then it helps to balance and integrate the functions of the organs with each other in a holistic manner, again, creating homeostasis. What should I expect when I come for an acupuncture treatment? The initial consultation will last approximately an hour and a half, which includes a very thorough, in-depth medical history, at least if you come to me, because I'm a Virgo. I'm very detailed and meticulous, and I usually get all the details as much as I can. So, we want to focus on your primary chief complaint. However, if you have other health concerns, we can also note those and address those accordingly. It includes Chinese medicine, tongue, and pulse assessment. I didn't bring my tongue book today, but if you come and see me, I can show you some really cool tongue pictures. And the tongue we use as a diagnostic tool in Chinese medicine. It can tell us about our qi and blood, how it's moving through our body. Are we hydrated? Are we not hydrated? So about heat and cold in the body. It can tell us if we're transporting and transforming those food nutrients in the body. So it's pretty cool, and it's very interesting. And then we also do pulse assessment, which is completely different than Western medicine pulse taking. It's got 3 different pulse positions that we do like so. And then there's 3 different depths. And all of those correspond to those meridian pathways that I talked about earlier. We can gain information on each meridian pathway and see where the patient is. The left side is your yin side. The right side is the yang side. So male side, qi, yin side, blood, woman. Just throw that in for a little fun. I wanted this to be fun too, guys. I forgot to tell you my goal at the beginning. Fun, inspiring, educational, and empowering. That's my mission today. So, and we do have more fun to come. So follow-up treatments are typically an hour to 50 minutes. And then for